talk about products all the time that will improve your sex life. And now I have to tell you about a product that has improved my sex life and changed my life. Seriously, not just sexually, but has extreme health benefits as well. Okay, have you ever been at the gym on the treadmill and thought, you know, it would be great if I could be eating pizza and exercising at the same time? Or even, God, I wish these push-ups would at least give me an orgasm. Unfortunately, we rarely get to experience pleasure while maintaining our health and well-being until now. This product is 1 part genius health invention, 1 part vibrator, and it will strengthen your pelvic floor and give you an orgasm. Now, if you don't already, you should be doing your Kegel exercises. You hear me talking about the benefits of them all the time, but how many of us really do them? And even if we do them once in a while, like at stoplights or while you're waiting in line, how many of us are doing them correctly and seeing the benefits? Well, now there's a product that actually does your Kegels for you and gives you mind-blowing orgasms at the same time. What if I told you there was a product that actually does your Kegels for you and gives you mind-blowing orgasms at the same time? That's probably an exercise routine you'd remember to keep up with, right? Intensity is a revolutionary intimate health and stimulation device that takes all the confusion out of Kegels. It may resemble the classic rabbit vibrator, but let me be clear, this is no ordinary sex toy. It's both a vibrator and a Kegel exerciser. Intensity is the only device that combines pleasure with pelvic floor toning, giving you a workout you can actually look forward to. It perfectly targets your G-spot and clitoris while using gentle electrostimulation to contract your vaginal muscles. And if the instant orgasms weren't enough, Intensity can actually improve your overall sexual satisfaction. Intensity has been proven to tighten and tone your pelvic floor muscles, increasing the power and intensity of your orgasms and heightening intimate sensations for both you and your partner. Experts are calling the Intensity the only intimate health product every woman needs. I felt the same way. If you want to know more about the Intensity and how it can change your sex life, check out our latest sex toy review podcast, Sex Toy Review Intense and Unplugged. To find out more about this orgasm game changer, visit pourmoi.com. That's POURMOI.com. That's the Intensity. Check it out.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's gotta have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you can get all your sex information. And if you do go to sexwithemily.com, you listen to our shows, you check out all the information, your sex life will improve.
What are you looking at?
You?
No, hey, look at the camera.
I never look at the camera. I always look at you. Is the camera
so
weird?
Yeah,
well, because usually the camera's in a different location.
I was looking over at the screen to make sure the camera's okay, and it's like you're looking off into...
Okay, I'll look at the camera, but usually
like
I'm looking at you, which looks like I'm looking at the camera. As you know, you have a camera choice. You can watch the show or listen to the show. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. Today is our Free Friday show, and we love our Free Friday show, and it's actually the Freaky Friday show. We're going to be talking about some freaky sex things that you might not have known about, or maybe you did and you want to try. And we have a special guest, one of my favorites, Jamye Waxman. Hi, Jamye.
Hi, Emily.
She is a co-author of our book, Hot Sex. As you know, that we've been talking about. I'm flashing it to the screen here. It's called Hot Sex, Over 200 Things You Can Try Tonight. And Jamye is a sex educator. She knows more about sex than almost anyone I know. So I think that Jamye, we're just going off. And I have to mention this to you, Menace.
Yes.
Before you came in, we kind of did something a little sneaky.
The fucking
dirty.
dog in here.
No, the dog's not here. Jamye, do you have it nearby?
It's right here.
Okay, so me,
What is that?
Tiana, did you join in this?
Yes, she
Intern
did.
Tiana? It's called Shunga. Shunga?
It's Shunga is the company, and then the gel, it's
Jenga.
Female orgasm enhancing cream. We all rubbed it on our private parts.
Are you serious?
Yes, so we're all tingling right now.
It's like you guys like drop some E before you.
I know, that's what I feel like.
It's weird. Like I just feel very warm in my body and very cool in my clit.
Exactly. It's my clit's cool right now.
Wow.
I've got a cooling clit, and Jamye made me do it.
It's nice to
So
have a
it's
cool
awesome.
clit on a Friday.
Cool kit on a Freaky Friday. So it's called Shunga. If you want to try it, it's female orgasm enhancing cream. And it's supposed to help women orgasms, right? Because it helps the blood rush to your engorges.
It definitely brings awareness to your areas where you place it. And I guess I haven't tried it during intercourse yet, but I assume that if air hits it while you're doing this, that the tingling, cooling sensation gets even stronger.
Wow.
There are lots of these out on the market. And I was in L.A. this week. I just moved to San Francisco.
What?
Woo-woo.
Welcome.
2 weeks ago, yeah. And
I'm sorry, where are you originally from? Again?
I'm originally from New York.
New York
is for lovers.
Wow.
Yeah. So
are you ready for the men in San Francisco? They're
I hope
a bunch
so.
of pussies.
Oh my God!
I love me a
She
good
just
pussy.
moved yesterday. Don't more. She'll find that out in no time. I'm sure.
But yeah, so I was just at the XBiz retail expo
Yeah.
in
What
Los Angeles.
happened there? What is that exactly? Tell us.
So this is an expo that happens at least once a year. It might be twice a year. And this was all sex toy manufacturers where I was. There were 2 expos going on. And so there were 57 booths
Wow.
of different manufacturers who were promoting their newest products and some of their, best sellers. And so I was actually hired by XBiz to go around and interview somebody from each of the booths to ask them about what they're excited about for 2012, what their best-selling products are.
Oh my God! So
I
run
learned
us
a lot.
Oh my God, that's really cool. Are you going to be writing this all up? Or
Well,
is it
actually,
for
we did video. I mean, there was a camera guy following me around, and
I love it.
interviewed someone. So they're going to cut the videos and put them on the XBiz website.
Awesome.
And XBiz is like it's one of the industry sources for all like the sex toys and porn. And then it was just such a fun time. And Shunga was one of the booths that I stopped at, and they gave me this great lip gloss too that's clear, that is like great for blowjobs. It tastes really yummy.
Oh my God!
And they do a lot of like the sensual sort of creams and chocolates and things like that for couples. They're very couple focused.
Okay, so what was some of the highlight thing? You interviewed 57 people. So what's the big stuff coming for 2012?
Well, one thing I was really interested in, I brought you guys each one of these, are these masked sexual flavor
Right.
strips. So this guy, Michael, and his company interviewed, they said it was a really large study they did for women and gay men to ask them what would get them to give more blowjobs. And they said they didn't do cunnilingus because they thought that women would be offended with the same question, which was interesting.
Right.
And they found out that taste was a really big factor for going down. So they made these strips, and there's chocolate, there's
Right.
mango, like this one.
We interviewed the guy.
we did.
Or
we
is it the same guy?
It is the same guy,
Oh,
probably.
Yeah, but we didn't actually have them to taste. So
Are
we're
they
all
from
gonna
Santa Cruz?
They are from somewhere.
Okay.
Outside
I think
of their
they're from
mother's
San-
vagina.
Yeah.
So do you want to taste one, Menace? I'm going to taste watermelon. Why?
Because I don't plan on giving any blowjobs anytime soon.
But
so
maybe you
I
should.
think we should all taste them. Come on,
or
Menace.
Tiana could and get on, stick her little face in the camera.
He
but
said mango was his favorite. So if you have mango.
just try it. You can use it.
good.
I'm good.
Here's mango. I have
Good.
strawberry.
Should we try? Okay, so
So
these are
basically they're
strips that
strips.
mask. They mask the taste of
The
semen.
salt, bitter. Well, they mask certain things like salt and bitterness and certain flavors that your tongue experiences for 15 minutes. So I actually still have some coffee, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen when I take this, what the coffee will taste like. Like I asked him what a potato chip would taste like after this, and he said you would taste the carb, which I'm not really sure what carb tastes like.
Right, me
But you
neither.
wouldn't taste the salt and other things. And it, like I said, 15 minutes, it lasts. You put this on, and apparently it makes oral sex more enjoyable. I originally was honestly very offended by the product,
Right.
but as I got to know the man and the product, I feel like if this helps people and it
Exactly.
makes blowjobs more fun for people who don't enjoy them like I do, then all the power to it.
Don't you think that,
Yeah.
Menace? If women can give this helps
Anything
women.
that helps a woman give more blowjobs, I'm all for
We're
it.
tasting them. We're
did you
sucking these
open it?
down right now. I don't know. They don't even. I have watermelon.
Menace, you're so big and strong.
Oh, well, I heard.
Well,
yeah.
that also can be a result of diet and smoking and beer
Let's
drinking.
talk about
the hell?
that. So semen can taste. Okay, so today's show, it's Freaky Friday.
Well, first thing they need to work on the fucking design of opening these things.
Okay, but Jamie, I think we're just
got
going
it.
all over today, and everything that we talk about today is going to change your world, rock your world.
That's the strip, right? Yours is green.
Mine's green. I've got a green watermelon.
Yours is orange.
Okay, so does it matter which way it goes? I wonder. And you just put it on your
No,
tongue.
I think it's just dissolved.
Yeah, it's just like one of those
Listerine
breathe right.
strips. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay, so here's strawberries, pink.
I need a penis right now.
I'm a little nervous.
I feel like I need a penis to see if it really works to give a
Oh
blowjob.
God.
Okay.
Is it bad?
It's not
very
bad.
sweet.
It's watermelon-y. Which one's yours, mango?
Strawberry.
Maybe they put extra flavoring on it though because they need it to mask the.
Tiana, what do you have?
semen.
Chocolate? Mango, I like it. You like
Mango,
it?
They said was the best. It was very jelly at the end. Did yours get gelatin-like?
It's jelly.
Yeah, but that's what those Listerine strips do.
I mean, I got to tell you, a lot of women have strong aversions to performing oral sex on guys. And if it has to do with taste, which I did not know that was the main reason, but it would make sense. It would make sense, but I didn't know that was like the number one thing. Pop in a mask.
Well,
and it lasts for 15 minutes, which is more than those Listerine strips. Those never last. They don't seem like they last 15 minutes.
Do you taste very watermelon-y? I'm very strawberry right now.
I'm very watermelon-y.
Well, I also heard, for you guys that get these strips for your ladies and they don't like them because of the taste and stuff like that, it's a little more costly. But if you get a Chanel purse for your lady, I heard you get a huge amount of blowjobs. It's just like insane,
right,
like one
right.
after the other.
But is that like over a long period of time, or is that
I heard
you're
it's
talking
like
about short
at
investment?
least for like a week.
I think that's a short. I think that's like a Fast and Furious. Like she's psyched about the purse for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't think it has long-standing impact.
It probably doesn't, but whatever.
She forgets. She's on to the next. She wants a Gucci purse the next week.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it is
think.
a lot cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper. Hold on, I just dropped my pen.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so for me, I mean, I definitely taste the strawberry still. I also feel like it freshened my breath a little. Do you guys?
Good.
Okay, so you have that same feeling too. So yeah, so this was one of the interesting products that I had never
I'm back.
ever come across before, and years of research. I mean,
It's a little water. I need a drink or a penis.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so what else did you find out at the
Okay,
expo?
so another thing that the WeVibe 3. WeVibe has come out now. WeVibe is this couple's vibrator.
Right. I have one of them. I love it.
You probably have the
I've
one.
used it. They sent it to me years ago, and I used it. Yeah, I have the one. So tell me about the WeVibe. It's good because it's couples.
Well, it's for couples, and you wear it while you're having intercourse because most women, 33% of women can orgasm through vaginal penetration alone, and I still believe those women have clitoral stimulation, being their clitoris is being engaged during the rubbing process of the thrusting or whatever.
Okay.
So the WeVibe helps women orgasm by it's a clitoral and a G-spot stimulator that you slide inside of you, and then the penis slides under it.
Right.
Now the WeVibe 3 has all of these new pulsing features, their favorite pulsing features, and this is my favorite part. It's remote control, so you can change it. So, the woman Sarah Bobis, who's the marketing director at WeVibe, I adore her.
Okay.
She gave this great idea. You basically your wife could be wearing it. You walk in the door, you have the remote in the car, you turn it on before you get home, so she knows that you're on your way home.
Oh, I
Wow.
like
Like
it.
you text her, put in the WeVibe, I'll let you know when I'm home, and bam, when you get home, you turn it on.
That's really cool. I mean, the WeVibe's gotten great press and a lot
It's
of
the
mentions.
number one selling sex toy for couples. I mean, so much so that the two who started it have gone into semi-retirement.
I actually have one. I used it once. I need to get more into it because it keeps coming up how great it is.
I do think two things. One, if you have pubic hair, you want to use lube with it. Well, you want to use lube anyway, but you want to make sure you use lube on the external part because it hurts the pubic hair sometimes from the silicone. Oh, and the other thing is the 3 is like fully immersible. There's no little battery. It's amazing. And then the other thing is it also depends on your fit. I mean, that's going to be the biggest factor for people. Some people who are like, well, it didn't really do it for me. If your partner's really well endowed and you're really small, then it could be not the most, it could be the toy that's not right for you, but there are so many other toys that are. But WeVibe 3, check it out. I think it's amazing.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
I keep on thinking Wii, like the Nintendo
it's
Wii.
W-E Vibe, V-I-B-E.
Cool. But they have sexual attachments now for the Wii, I heard.
Oh, the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii.
W-I-I.
really?
Nintendo game, yeah.
Oh, really?
Nintendo, yeah.
Okay, I've got
really cool.
watermelon mouth.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to throw everything off real quick, but I just have to ask you because it's just going to bug me the entire time you're talking. Last time you were here, you were talking about not shaving your pits.
Okay.
Let me know how that goes.
So that went for 4 months. I did not shave my pits.
What?
I
Oh
actually
my God,
have photos.
Jamye
I will
Waxman.
send you guys photos. But I am proud to say
Oh, she
Okay.
shaved.
I have shaved.
Thank God.
I decided when I was moving from Los Angeles, I actually went from August to December without shaving my
Nice.
pits. And
Good
I have to
job.
tell you, in Los Angeles, it got weird because I'd be at the gym and we'd be stretching in class, and I would see the gym instructor like do 3 double takes on me.
Yeah.
Like,
3
did
double-
this girl really like come in
In
with
LA?
hairy
Is
pits in LA?
Represent.
Yeah. But what happened was I've been seeing someone and he was like, it would be really sexy if I could shave your pits. And I was like, okay, when I leave Los Angeles, let's make that like, I wanted to make it into a merkin, honestly, but it wasn't enough hair for a pubic hair wig. So he did shave my pits, and ever since then I've been shaving, and I honestly miss the hair.
You do?
Oh, no.
Oh my God. So what kind of what did you learn from it? Why were you doing it?
Well, I learned a lot of it was about me. I was doing it at first. I did it just to see how I would feel if I still felt feminine and sexy and what that meant to me.
Right.
And then also the reactions from people like partners and whatever else. I learned that most people, if they loved me, would deal with it, but weren't like excited by it.
Yeah.
We love you, Jamie, but whoa, stay over there. Right.
Right. And then actually by the end, I was getting a little sick of it because I was feeling uncomfortable because there was
Is it itchy?
It wasn't itchy and I didn't smell bad, but like, I'd put my pit down and there'd still be hairs.
That is just, I mean, Jamie, my hat goes off to you for doing that. I can't imagine. Were you shaving your legs at the time?
Yeah. For some reason, I don't like hair on my legs, and I wax. So it's like funny. Like it was just my pits. In fact, when I went in for my waxing before I shaved, she looked at me and she goes, I don't think it's your pubes we should be worrying about.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, when he shaved you, did you have like a ceremony or like, was there any candles lit and some R. Kelly music playing?
It was like the day before I was leaving Los Angeles. He cut it first. He did it very gently and he cut it.
You do need to cut it when it gets that long.
You do need to cut it when it gets that long. And then he just shaved it very gently. And honestly, what's been great is I haven't shaved very much. Like this, I've shaved twice since it's happened.
Oh, so because the hair growth, you let it grow for a while. So there you go. That's a good reason to grow your armpits. You don't have to shave as much. I lasered mine off.
You do now? Do you have to go back and
never? It's done for life. I did it 10 years ago. I never shaved my armpits. I have no hair.
Wow.
It's life changing. Wow. It's like one less thing to worry about.
Laser.
Yeah. Laser. And so, okay, what else was some big things there? So we got the mats, we got the weave vibe.
So there's so many I'm really excited about. Stockroom, JT Stockroom out of Los Angeles is more of a kinky, they're very into the kink BDSM world. They have a very affordable electro stim kit, the Violet Wand kit that's theirs, which has been out for a little while, but what they're putting out this year, I think if it's not out now, it's coming out in March. It's a metal plate, and I forgot Guys, if you're listening from Stockroom, let us know what it is. I forgot what it's called, but it's either a clip or a buckle in the name. And it's a metal cord, it's a metal plate, and then it's attached to this long cord, and your body becomes the electro stim. So if I touched you and I was wearing this belt buckle, you would start to feel shocky and tingly.
Oh my God.
We did a 3-person chain. One of my other friends did a 5-person chain. And it was one of the most, I felt so alive afterwards.
Wow.
And I'm like really scared of large shocks.
Yes.
And I loved it, and I want one.
Well, I saw that Adam and Eve, they have a shock therapy electro sex kit.
It's a great way to start.
It's called Sex and Mischief Bed Bondage Kit. Oh, it's a sexy slave kit if you want it, if everyone want to try it out. I'd never heard of it.
The thing about electro stim that you need to know, and the belt buckle would be different, but if it's pieces that are attaching to your body, if the electrostim is too much, you must turn it off before you rip the pad off of your skin.
Okay, good to know.
Huge, huge mistake I once made.
Okay.
It's very painful.
Mistake. You got the shocks.
It's
okay.
very painful.
Okay, and anything else there that you love?
So I can go on and on.
Right,
really.
I love it. No, this is good. This is like what's happened in 2012 for sex.
Doc Johnson is coming out with a line of toys called Wonderland that looks like a very famous storytale. Storytale? Is that even a word?
No.
Fairy tale. It looks. It's. If you can think of what might go with Wonderland, there's a cat and a worm and a mushroom and a rabbit, and they are little pocket rockets they are
pocket rockets.
Adorable. I'm in love with the cat. So Doc Johnson has this Wonderland line coming out that is so cool and like $40 and under for these beautiful, great gift toys that I think everyone's gonna love. Oh yes. Okay, another one. So Slickwood and Love Honey is like the big brand, and they're out of the UK, but they have this rock box coming out that they claim is way more powerful, and I've put it on over my clothes at the expo than the famous magic wand.
Yes.
They claim that this puts it to shame in some ways.
It puts the Hitachi magic wand to shame.
And I have to tell you, they put it up to number 6, and I was screaming to get it off. Like, it looks like a power tool, and you put it on and you like hold it on your body, and I was freaking. I think the whole expo floor heard me screaming. I was like,
my
God.
I love
number
it.
5 is a lie. alive. And then they have a new rabbit coming out called the Happy Rabbit, and it's all silicone, and it has it's all bendy. There's no hard pieces in it. It's beautiful, and it's poppy colors like purples and pinks, and I was really excited by that.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay. I love to hear all the new toys. I wish I went with you. Jesus Christ, would we have fun. God damn it. I wanted to go. That's awesome. What's up, Menace? What are you thinking?
Nothing. I was just thinking
all this talk about sex toys is making you want to leave.
No.
Menace has never used a sex toy yet.
I was thinking about CES. I'm depressed that we didn't go.
Everyone did CES. I know. We were talking about it. But you were saying even AV. We were thinking because CES and the adult video
news, the
AVN.
A&E expos.
Everyone's in Vegas right now. Yeah.
But the truth is, CES and A&E weren't the same time this year. It's the first year that they aren't. A&E is actually next week at the same time as a gun show. I heard, so that should be an interesting.
Oh my God, that's
next week.
Mix.
Yes. It's next week. It's the 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Totally go. We're going to talk about our sponsor, Emily and Tony, which is actually my candles that I make. I have a brand called Emily and Tony. You go to emilyandtony.com. And if you've never heard of a massage candle or used one, you're going to want one because it is... I made it so you'll have better sex and it'll spice your sex life.
Because it smells good and it's fun to use.
Have you had fun using it?
Me... personally,
oh, he doesn't massage. It's okay.
I mean, I don't massage.
You like the down under comfort.
I love the down under comfort. It is awesome.
That's for your balls.
But I use the candle all the time.
Yeah.
But just not for the house,
right?
Just not as massage candles. But my coworkers, which remember, I don't know if you remember this, gave me a bunch to give my coworkers, and they absolutely love it.
I love it. Okay, that's good. So basically, it's a massage. It's a candle. Look, it's a beautiful candle made in France. It's made of amazing ingredients. If you care about that stuff, aromatherapy gets you in the mood. But what happens is you light it, you blow it out, and it turns into warm, sexy, sensual, luxurious massage oil.
That's fun to play with on my hands.
It's like I put it on at night. People are like, I have no one to massage. I'm like, I give
massage
myself
yourself.
a hand massage every night. I blow it out, and it's not this kind of like, like a lot of massage oils you get like all over your clothes and your bed. You got to change sheets. It's sticky. This stuff is just warm. It sticks to your skin, not anywhere else, and you'll love it. So check out emilyandtony.com. Use code SEXWITHEMILY for 20% off your first order. That's emilyandtony.com. Check it. You'll love it. Just saying, you want to spice up your sex life. And also, we've got a poll. We've got the results to our latest poll, which was, what is your first date deal breaker? Okay, ready? Showing up without a plan, 7%. 20% said splitting the bill. 40% said rude to the waiter and talking about their ex, 33%. So the biggest thing that pisses people off if they're rude to the waiter. I would think it would be showing up without a plan because that pisses me off. First date, have a plan.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You're screwing.
You're screwed. You need it.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I had this first date not too long ago. It was an effing nightmare.
Why?
Because a place that I planned on going to go eat was closed.
Oh, so what'd you do? Back up. What'd you do?
Back up.
Taco Bell was closed? I thought Taco Bell never closes.
No, right? But it was too late and it was closed. Then I go, oh, but I already planned ahead of time. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to this restaurant and then we're going to go to this bar. We go to the bar. The bar is packed. And I go to pay for the drinks. They're like, oh, yeah, cash only. There's an ATM in the back.
Oh.
I go, oh, okay.
Oh, you're that dude.
I was like, oh, okay. So I go back to the ATM. The fucking ATM, I'm using the F
it's
word
fine.
a lot
We can
today.
swear sometimes.
ATM wasn't working.
So what'd you
and
do?
there was no other places around to go to the ATM. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. We got to go to another place. So then we had to drive super far to another place. Go into this other place, find out it's only wine and beer.
Oh, that's your biggest nightmare.
Biggest nightmare of my life.
So, honey,
but
that's a bad date.
Okay,
was it good? Did you ever go out with her again?
Yeah, I went out with her again, but oh my
that is a
God.
bummer.
You gotta have backup plans.
You gotta have cash, you gotta have backup plans, you gotta have the whole thing.
What do you mean I'm that
trip.
dude? What did you mean by that when I
What did I you're
because
that dude.
I was like I went to go pay and it was cash only.
Oh,
I went to go pay. I'm like,
no, you're that dude that didn't. No. There's always the dude that doesn't have the wallet or the money. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But there's always those stories where like, oh, I forgot my wallet.
Yeah.
You think you can cover this dinner on our first date? I'm kidding. You're not really that dude.
All right.
That's what I meant. Don't be offended.
What do you
I'm like,
mean,
I'm like,
that guy.
And I'm like, that was
I'm
5
like a
minutes
guy
ago.
that tries to pay with his card. That's like the most
Honey,
common.
I said that 30 seconds ago. You know I don't remember.
So wait, Menace, are you looking for a girlfriend or are you just like dating?
I would like a girlfriend.
Okay.
But I don't know. Have you met women? It's so hard.
Menace?
I do sometimes think if I was a dude, I'd just be gay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would too, but the
Especially in
sex
San
hurts too much.
Francisco.
So
How
that's
do you
why I
know?
can't
You
get
haven't
down with
tried
that.
it, honey.
What if you give? You don't have to receive.
Oh, no. I'm
Menace
good.
doesn't really like. Okay, do you call like waiting for women to hit on you and fall on your lap dating? That's how
Yeah.
Menace dates.
That's how I
He doesn't
roll.
ask people out.
No.
He doesn't.
Really?
I
You get
do. I
asked out
do. I
mostly?
go out with people. She's just like, I'm just not going out with every single person that says yes like she does. That's
Every
just
person.
me.
He thinks I say
I'm
yes
more
to every
picky.
person.
You make out with everybody?
Just Reed Mihalko when he was on the show. Jamie knows Reed, the guy that I kissed in the kissing workshop.
Wait, was that the only guy you made out with recently?
I made out with. Yeah, I think that was the only guy I made out with. I had to do a kissing workshop a few months ago, and Menace was appalled.
Menace, how do you really feel about it?
It was not one of my finer moments, but it was. You know what? I feel like it was at Good Vibrations, and it was a kissing workshop where I was the model for him, and I feel like we did a service and we helped people.
What
learn
did you
to
learn
kiss.
about kissing?
You should definitely brush your teeth beforehand. At least the guy should. Wow. And I think, just the same things you say about kissing. Like because Menace and I have this thing. He's like, if a girl's a bad kisser, it's game over. Or he doesn't kiss her, he just fucks her. But I think that you can improve kissing. What do you think? What's your
A bad
rule of thumb?
kisser's a bad kisser.
This is what
they
I
can get
think.
a little bit better, but if you just don't have that connection.
I dated someone for a long time that the first time I kissed him, I know he's not listening, so I can say this. I thought, oh, dear boy, you are the worst kisser I've ever dated. Now, I dated him for years after this.
Okay.
And honestly, it never got to the point where we were good kissing. If it's not there, I agree with Menace on this. If it's not there, the chemistry, I mean, they might not be a bad kisser for someone else.
Right.
But if it's not there with you,
That's the thing.
it can only improve so much. And you either I need to melt that first kiss now, or I'm not going to be able to do it.
That's interesting. I always think you can kind of improve it a little, but that's how Menace
That's how I
feels.
feel.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I feel like I haven't had that many bad kissers.
But it doesn't mean that you're
except
going to
for-
have a bad relationship with
No.
that person either.
No, but
We
it
just
means
didn't kiss
kissing's
a
really
lot.
important. If
Yeah.
you're like, I just skipped right to the oral sex or whatever. You're like, just go down on me. We don't need to kiss.
kissing
We
was
went
very
straight to
important
Pound
to me.
Town.
Kissing.
We
Yeah.
use Pound Town now on the show. I don't think
Menace
she likes
made
it,
it up.
but I
Where'd
just...
you get it?
Huh? Pound Town? Everyone
have you heard
talks
that? We're going
says
to Pound Town?
No.
Pound
Menace-
Town?
I know what
Never.
it means.
I mean, I get it. We're not dumb. Pound Town. But Menace, yeah, it's hilarious. Are you going to Pound Town this weekend?
I'm going to try to go to Pound Town as many times as I can
Do you
this
have
weekend.
plans with someone to go to Pound Town?
I currently don't have any plans to go to Pound Town.
It doesn't matter with
anybody.
Menace because he just gets wasted and then he finds someone.
And we're
then
just
they
like,
sex.
hey, what's up?
And then he has
hey,
Hey, do you have a
I go, the
favorite
next stop
condom?
is the... What?
Do you have a favorite condom?
The favorite condom? Probably... trying to think. I don't know. I always thought to get the Trojan ultra ribbed condoms are like, oh, that's what you're supposed to get or whatever, but
'cause
it
it's
doesn't
for her
really matter
pleasure?
to me. Yeah,
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a favorite condom?
because
do.
they say they don't feel the difference. Do you feel the difference at all?
I really don't.
There are some condoms I just don't. There are some thicker condoms, but I
Mm-hmm.
love Crown. It's been my favorite for years.
I don't
and
even know it.
It's this. I don't even know who honestly makes it. It's Crown and Beyond 7 are the two that come from this company. Crown is like a pale pink light. It's always been reliable. It's never broken on me.
Okay.
And when I give it to guys to use for the first time, they're like, I've never heard of this, and they actually say it feels different. than a lot
Oh,
of-
Really?
that's good because a lot of guys are like anti-condom.
Yeah, I'm
We've
trying
got a
this
lot
new
of life-
titanium condom. I don't know how much pleasure it is for her, but
We've got a lot of lifestyle
spikes.
condoms. Lifestyle sent us a bunch of condoms that we're going to be doing some giveaways.
Kiss of
this
Mint.
skin.
If they sent you any Kiss of Mint,
No.
I don't know.
well, those are the minty ones,
They're
right? Those are cool.
They're amazing,
Yeah.
and they're
Ooh,
non-lubricated.
They tingle you, just
They
like my
tingle a
clitoris is
little.
tingling right now. Have
Mm-hmm.
we mentioned that we put on clitor? We put on this. If you're just joining the show, we put on this cream, this erotic
Shunga
cream of arousal cream.
Yeah.
All of our clitorises are getting aroused
It's like
right now.
ecstasy for your clitoris.
Kind of. That's a good tagline. If you
There's
want to
actually a
promote
company called, I thought it was called Extase, EXTASE, and they make this little remote control vibrator, and you can program up to like 30 vibes on one remote, but it's EXTASE and it's pronounced ecstasy.
Oh,
nice.
I didn't know that.
I
didn't know about that at all.
I was like, so tell me about ecstase. And they were like, well, we'll tell you about ecstasy.
Now, have they gone solar power with these things yet? You know?
I've seen one or two.
Yep.
Really?
I have heard about that. Yeah. Solar power vibrators?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it
Because you got to go
yet.
green.
Rechargeable is way more popular than the solar
Right.
power.
A lot of the vibrators are rechargeable now.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
No,
Are they
yeah.
plugged into
They're
a-
of course they're rechargeable.
'Cause the
Aren't
batteries
you
are annoying.
afraid
Like,
of the
how many
ones that plug
AA
into the wall?
No,
that's one of my
Hitachi Magic
favorite.
Wand.
Are you
We love-
serious?
Honey,
Aren't you afraid like some malfunction? You have never visited the manufacturer or, like warehouse like where they put these things together. It could be some like crazy person and he like misses some part of the safety mechanism that keeps it from electrocuting
And then
your
our vagina
You better
blows
not
up.
get in your car, because what if like the guy at the car deal,
I
like when he
know.
created your car, he was
yeah,
like,
don't be paranoid. But are you talking about the
that's why I walk.
Hitachi Magic Wand? Is your
I'm
favorite?
actually talking about the Aerosolator, which is like
Oh, I
The
know.
Aerosolator.
Honey,
Love
you told
that
me
one.
about that. I don't know about it.
I love it's got a long like 30-foot cord. It looks like a toothbrush, really. It's gold.
How do you spell it again?
EROSCILLATOR. There's a link on my site on jamyewaxman.com.
Yeah, Jamie. Okay, if you want to know who this amazing chick is, jamyewaxman.com. But how do you spell it?
JAMYE.
Yeah, it's hard.
have
to
a-
It's not my
remember.
fault.
I have a question. So now they have like all these sex robots, you know, that guys can have sex with. Is there any robots for women yet?
I haven't seen like a high-end sex robot for women yet, but there are, lots of dildos, and you can put them in like pillows so that they stay in a specific place. Like there are sex pillows and things like that. There are. This one company made this little blow-up man ring toss for bachelorette parties. And they put one of their employees' faces on it because he didn't show up to work one day.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
so there's like that, but you wouldn't have sex with it. Really.
Right.
But there are lots of another thing that I like was just like enamored with this weekend. Cal Exotics came out with a line. There's this guy Phil Verone who was a drummer
Okay.
for Skid Row.
Yeah.
And I was like a huge Skid Row freak, but I think he was after my time. Anyway, they made a line of his toys, and they made these vibrating drumsticks that are adorable, and then they made a Phil Verone dong, and it's pierced. You can take out the piercing, and he has a freaking thick cock. Like
They
Wow.
made it. It's
they made his penis. He was on Sex Rehab.
Okay,
and
I don't
he's-
know. Okay, do you know him?
No.
He's some rocker, but his cock is like really big, and so he molded it, and
Sure,
it's
it is.
pierced.
How do you know it's really his? Like, if I was a guy and I was molding my cock, I'd be like, "Yeah, this
No,
is my
he
cock."
goes into. They went. I mean, because I know the women
Okay.
who run Cal Exotics, and they did it with him.
Okay,
Like he
it's
had
really
to
his
come
cock.
there.
I would
It's
just
really
say any
his-
guy could be like, "This
and
is
he's
my
in
cock."
Playgirl like from a few years ago.
Okay,
so you
so
can
we
see
saw
his
it.
penis.
There's a place around here in the city. I don't know, it's some random art gallery where they have molds of like all these famous people's like.
That's probably
wieners.
Cynthia Plastercaster or something, because she used to do.
They
that.
had like
She's-
Jimi Hendrix's wiener there.
She's
Wow.
very famous
Yeah.
for going around in the 60s and 70s and 80s as a groupie. And what she was famous for doing is plaster casting all of these rock stars' penises.
Wow, I'm surprised
Wow.
they were down with that. Well, rock stars, then I guess they would
They're
be
rock
down
stars.
with that.
Even if they don't have a big cock, they think they do.
Exactly. Exactly. That's like the Clone Willy. Do you know anyone who's ever used that?
I have tried it actually.
Of course
How
you have.
well does
My
it work?
friend, I tried it years ago. Grant Stoddard is a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in years, but he used to be a regular writer for Nerve. He had a column called I Did It for Science. And we were hanging out in LA for like 3 weeks in Yosemite outside of LA. And actually, it was way outside of LA. And he had to do a make your own dildo for I Did It for Science. And he asked me to help him mold it. We didn't do it right. Like it had air bubbles, and it wasn't
Right.
like the best dildo ever, but it was really interesting. The hardest part about the Clone Willy, you have to stay erect in the cast
Yeah.
for 2 minutes.
Oh.
So you have to do things like someone's got to be that you got
gotta
to be
be like,
watching
hey.
porn, or you got to be
Yeah.
like getting made, and we were not like super sexual together. So I was
It
like,
was
here,
for
read some
science.
magazines.
Right.
Well, they
right.
did it on the Osbournes too. I don't know if you catch that.
No.
When the Osbournes
Ozzy
went on
do
TV.
it?
No, the son did it.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Did you get to see it on the show?
No, they were like blurring it out. But they showed him walking around with like the cup on his
That's
on his
hilarious.
wiener,
No, I
like,
never
walking
saw
around
it. The
house.
Clone a Willy is a kit that you can buy that would actually.
I bet you can buy that on AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com.
Oh,
Coupon
so-
code Emily.
Have you seen this? Because we saw it online somewhere. Is for people that are in long distance relationships, where one person has the vagina on the other side and the other person has like a cock on the other.
Is
of
that
the
the real
computer.
touch? Are you talking about?
It's like USB.
I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a company called Real Touch, AEBN, that is doing all of these hookups where you can get it. I know that there's a one for guys, and you plug it into your computer, and then you put on a video, and whatever's happening on the video, you feel it happening
Is
to
that
you.
kind of what you're talking about?
No, but this is like you're actually having sex with like let's say a pocket vagina, right? But on the other end, it's doing the motion of your penis with the penis. So like a girl has. So you get it?
So
Yeah, I
is she
get it,
using the
but-
dildo on her end, and he's
Yeah.
feeling it on his end?
Yeah, well,
And
he's
vice versa?
like he's putting his penis into the pocket vagina
So he's
and making it move
motion.
on the other end, on the other computer.
No, how come we don't know about this? I don't know.
I don't know, but I can tell you this: I don't do long distance relationships anymore. I was reading this great Modern Love in the New York Times,
Oh, I
and
love
she
Modern
said
Love.
something about long distance, and she said when you're together, it's these exceedingly, beautifully high highs and excruciatingly low lows, and I'm like, oh, that's the formula of long distance.
It's true.
That's why I hate it.
They call them vacation relations because they're always vacation. You're always on vacation.
Yeah.
You're like long distance. You're in town. We've got 3 days. Let's just have sex the whole time and eat order in food.
Yeah,
and
well, you love long distance relationships.
I know
You're
because
crazy.
I don't as much anymore, but I did just because I like that they're not around all the time.
Yes.
I'm busy. Like the guy who wants to see you every single day. Like I got stuff going on.
See,
so I used to like
I
them.
want to be seen
Yeah.
every single day.
You do.
I'm like, who's
I'm
that
just
one in Willy
busy.
Wonka, Veruca? I want it now. I want it all. I want what I want.
No, I totally get it. I get it. I mean, like, yeah, it gets exciting for a while, but then it just, I've got a little bit of sex in the news that I thought, what else would be good? There's really not that much, but morning sex is healthy for you. Can I hit it in the morning? Making love at 7:30
Can I hit it in the morning?
Making love at 7:30 a.m. is apparently one of the best ways that you can make your day healthy. A new study has revealed 7:30 a.m. the body produces a surge in sex hormones and a rush of adrenaline to get the person going in the morning. So morning sex is healthy.
I love morning sex because I have so much energy in the morning.
You do?
At night, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm just like, get off of me. It's so fucking hot.
See, morning sex.
Just
Morning
get
sex I
away.
like, but I always feel like I'm up. I'm glad that I'm awake, and I got to go.
See,
I got stuff to do.
I like sex a lot.
You're like,
anytime.
I don't care when.
But I like morning sex where you don't even finish, and then you're all day like, and then you come home at night, and then you finish.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. Morning and night sex. I don't care, but it's just saying that's healthy for you. So, and it helps a lot of couples with kids and stuff to get to do it in the morning. So just know that it's also healthy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do it when the sun's coming up. Then you get like that night morning vibe.
When the sun's coming up? Well, you wake up at like 4 a.m. Can you get anyone to have sex with you at 4 a.m.?
At 4 a.m.?
Don't you wake up early? Menace is
Yeah.
an early morning
I'm
radio
an early
show.
morning person.
No, I can't get. But I've done it in the past, like when I was dating with I had somebody that was living with me that I was dating. I would wake up that early and have sex with them and then go to work.
Yeah, I actually in December there were 2 mornings at 5:15. One morning I woke up and one morning the guy I was seeing woke up at like 5:15, and the morning I woke up I'm like, I just need sex, and he did the same thing the next day. We had sex and then we went back to bed.
That's awesome. That's
It's
good.
so
That happens
nice.
in the new relationships.
Right.
You wake each other up, you have sex all the time, and then you
and
don't.
then it goes downhill.
Oh, see?
No, it
Doom
doesn't.
and gloom.
I'm reading.
Doom and gloom right
I'm
here.
reading
I'm not
a
doom
great-
and gloom.
Doom and
I'm just
gloom.
saying that
The
sex
Passionate
is...
Marriage by David Schnarch
Oh,
is one
yeah.
of the best books I've been reading.
I've heard about. I have it. I actually own it. Never read it.
I just started reading it last week, and it really is a wonderful book for couples on how to keep that
The
relationship
Passionate
alive.
Marriage. I own it. I need to read it. So David Scharnash,
David Schnarch, The
Schnarch.
Passionate Marriage.
another Jew writing about sex.
Jews and sex. I mean, we're one of the only religions that didn't get like beaten down with how bad sex is
It's
and
so
how evil
true.
it is.
That's why. Literally, most of the sex experts that we know in the world are Jewish, and I don't know what that means. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love a little more, right? AdamandEve.com wants to give you more. They give you 10 free gifts. Who the hell does that anymore? Free gifts. You'll get a sexy surprise for her, a specially selected prize for him, and a little something that you'll both enjoy. Talking about spicing up the sex life, you'll enjoy it. You'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? Not hard at all. Go to adamandeve.com, select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, a game. I'm so into couples games right now. They have these really fun games that you can play to get to know what you both like about each other, what you both like in bed. Try one of those out. Just enter offer code Emily at checkout and you'll get 10 free gifts. That's adamandeve.com. Use code Emily for 10 free gifts. Well, I was just going to read an email here about kinky sex that I thought that maybe we could talk about.
Are you saying it's Freaky Friday because it's Friday the 13th? Or are you just saying Freaky Friday in general? Just throwing it out there.
Well, it's Freaky Friday because Jamie's here. And we're talking about kinky sex. And it's Friday the 13th. Does this make you nervous at all?
No.
Does anyone freak out about that stuff?
I think it's a good luck day.
Yeah.
Me too. I have no issues with Friday. Although now, I didn't even talk about this.
I was late for work today.
No, my day started out horribly, horribly wrong.
What?
No.
Yes, it was a horrible Friday the 13th, and I can't believe. So I was going to open with this, but Jamie's here, and I'm so excited. Like my synapses are firing all over the place.
Your clit was tingling.
My clit's tingling. I got a ticket this morning by a CHP, California Highway Patrol officer, in a really mean one. I was getting on the highway going to work, and there was a lot of traffic. There was like a backup for like 10 minutes. And finally, there was a little opening on the shoulder. So I rode him on the shoulder to pass the other cars, which is illegal. I know. But the cop was there putting down cones for a reason. And he goes, "You, get over. And he yelled at me. And he was like one of those mean CHP cops with he had the glasses on and the khaki uniform, which is different than the local guys. And he was like, pull over. I'm like, what's wrong, officer? He's like, you're driving on the shoulder. And I think that's more serious than speeding. You could have killed me. You almost killed me. I had cones I was putting out. How do you think my wife would feel if you killed me? So I just started crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. Please don't give me a ticket. I didn't mean it. I'm in a rush to a meeting. I had no excuse.
You don't say you're in a rush. Never say that.
I said all the wrong things.
Yeah.
And I just sat in my car
before.
crying because I'm like, I got to be self-admit. I got to full disclosure, got a ticket a week ago.
What? You didn't tell me this.
For making a left-hand turn on friggin' Market Street.
How do you get tickets? I've gotten out. I'm a dude, and I've gotten out of so many tickets. I haven't gotten tickets in.
I never get
out
years.
either. I got one for talking on my cell phone and admitted it. I was like, yeah, I know I'm on my speakerphone, and they wrote that on the ticket.
Oh my God, I could not get out. I could never get out.
So
this is what I do. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
so
ahead,
I was going left. Okay, so it was Market Street is this long, annoying main thoroughfare in San Francisco. Jamie just moved here. Just so you know, you can never go left on Market. If you are on Market, you have to go right. You're stuck on Market. You're stuck on Market for like blocks and blocks and blocks, and there's lights, and it's awful. So it was like one point I was like, oh my God, I'm going left. I have to get on 5th Street right now. So I made a left. Like, I'm an idiot. There's a cop right behind me. He's like, do you know you can't go left on Market? I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Like, I'm sure he looks at my license. Like, I've lived here for 20 years. Like, yes, I knew that. But anyway, I got a ticket there, and then I got a ticket today. So I'm bawling in my car this morning, and he still gave me the ticket. But I was upset because I'm like, oh my God, my points, the things, whatever. It was a bad
So are
day.
these
Friday
worth
13th.
points?
I think it's going to be moving violations and shit. And I cried. I tried to get out of it.
No, that's not how you do it, man.
I would have popped a mask in and given him a blowjob. I didn't know. I really was upset.
Wait, how do you get out of it?
Yeah, Menace, what do you do?
Even in LA, it's worked for me.
I've not gotten out of the 2 tickets I've gotten.
Okay.
You've only gotten 2 in your life?
Well, I've only driven for 2 years.
Oh, you live in New York for a while. Okay, got it. That's okay.
I haven't gotten a ticket in so many years because it's the same routine. No matter where I'm at, what time, anything, this is what you do. When you get pulled over, because my buddy, his dad was CHP. He was like the head of CHP. And he's like, when you get pulled over, immediately take your wrist and put them on top of the steering wheel, right? Because the officer feels safe because you could have a gun, your hands can be anywhere. Don't be like fidget around everywhere and wait for him to walk up to the window. So he feels much safer, right? But then so they appreciate that. This is before I go into my next maneuver, which has been getting me out of the stuff. Doing that alone has gotten me out of it. A speeding ticket going over 20 miles over the speed limit.
Okay.
They said, "Oh, I appreciate that. Go ahead, have a nice day." Right. So the second thing I do is I say, they always go, "What are you doing?" I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to work right now." Don't say I'm in a rush to go to work. Just say, "Oh, I'm going to work right now." And they go, "Oh, where's that at?" I go, "Oh, I'm a radio DJ." And they go, "Really?" And I go, "What station?" And then I say the radio station that I'm at, And if they're not excited with that one, I just start listing off every single one that I ever worked for.
So why do they think that's so cool? Radios. Not every CHP officer is going to be
It's worked for me every single time.
I should have said I had a show called Sex with Emily, and then I should have popped in my trunk and been like, take this home to your wife.
Yes.
Tell her I'm sorry I didn't kill you.
Don't give them over too much. Don't be too apologetic. Don't give them so much information. Just be like, yeah, I'm a radio DJ. I work for the station, blah, blah.
I should have given him a copy of Hot Sex. It was in my trunk. I would have been
Here,
like,
now you have 200 days that
tell
you
your
can
wife
feel
that I'm
alive.
sorry I almost killed you, and here, go have great sex for 200 days.
And I haven't gotten a ticket for years.
So I tell him I'm a radio host?
Yeah. You just go, you get pulled over.
What if he's like a Mormon or something, and I tell him I have a sex talk show?
I
wouldn't say anyway. So
I wouldn't say
matter.
sex talk show. Just say you're a radio DJ, and then if you ask more, then you tell them.
You think that that's like being like a celeb or something? I guess it is.
It's worked for me every time.
Every time you get pulled over. Well, I have gotten 2 tickets in 2 weeks, and I wish you would have told me this 2 weeks ago. Because
you didn't even tell me about the first ticket.
I know, I blocked it. I'm not happy about it. Like, I can't believe I got another one. I was literally like a baby this morning on the way to work, crying. Like, please don't give me a ticket. I just can't handle the ticket right now.
Well, I know not everybody out there is a radio DJ, so just go ahead and try.
You can't all be a radio DJ, so don't try this at home.
So try the wrist thing. Once you get pulled over, automatically
put your wrists up like you're about to get arrested.
Yeah, but put your hands, like spread out your fingers and put your wrists on top of the steering wheel and just go like that.
Okay.
Because their number one fear is they're pulling over somebody that's about to shoot them.
Oh.
So when you do that, they see your hands and then they feel more comfortable.
Like me and my little mini with my dog, I'm going to shoot him. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Look, chicks are crazy. They'll
chicks
shoot
are crazy.
you.
Crazy
They'll
bitches.
shoot you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I just had to share that with you. And there was one other thing I was going to share with you today, but I can't remember what it was, but it was really important. But I'll tell you about it on Monday. Okay, should we read this Freaky Friday email?
Let's read it.
Okay, kinky sex. My husband and I have been married for a year, but been together almost 4 years. We have never really had much of a sex life. I've come from a few highly sexual relationships before him. He very rarely initiates sex. I also feel like he is embarrassed in a way. I feel like asking him to do anything kinky is totally out of the question because he will think it's stupid or won't be able to do it with a straight face. When we do have sex, it's just not enthusiastic. It's always the same. I guess my question for you is, how do I get my husband on the same page as me sexually? How do I get him to understand how important sex is? How do we make it fun and not embarrassing for him, but still a little wild and crazy for me? Signed, Sarah. That's a great email leading into our Freaky Friday, or closing out our Freaky Friday. What do you think, Jamie? So she's embarrassed. She wants to try more things. She wants to spice it up. And she's assuming that he's going to freak out, that he's going to not be open to it. But maybe he will be. You never know. But you need to start with something small. It doesn't have to be, don't have to go into all the wild and kinky stuff first. But what would you suggest?
I mean, I think, first of all, what I heard was she's putting all of her own stuff on him.
On him, exactly.
Like, I feel like he'd be this way. I don't think he'd be into it. But have you asked? That's the first thing. Like,
right.
Have you actually talked about what you would like? And I think that's huge. I mean, this is what I'm talking about in this book, The Passionate Marriage. Like, David Schnarch talks about differentiation, how you have to believe and hold on to what you want, hold on to yourself in order to make a relationship work.
Right.
And so I think that if you own that these are the things you want and that they turn you on, and you're saying too, he doesn't initiate. Well, maybe right now you need to initiate,
exactly.
Sarah.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. And if you want the sex you want, go for it. Get it. I think she's placing way too much of her opinion on, or her, like,
she's worried about what he's thinking. She's totally assuming and that he's going to have all these reactions, which might not actually happen. You could be totally wrong. They've been together 4 years. They've only married a year. I say this is a great time to do it. And start talking about it. Bring it up. Talk about fantasies. Does he have any fantasies? Do you have any fantasies that you've been wanting to try? Is there anything new that you could? I mean, I think you're going to have to initiate it. He's not. You're like complaining that he's not initiating. You've got to bring it.
And you can go to a website like Adam Eve or whatever,
Buy a sex story
and shop together. Like, this really interests me, and this is why it interests me to try this. Can we order it? And just like open up a dialogue. It's very different if you come at somebody and say, I don't think you're going to like this, but what I really want is this. You have to go on and be like, oh my God, I had this amazing fantasy last night where you took me down, tied me to the bed, and just did me. And it really turned me on.
Right. And how would you do that? And look, I happen to have some bondage strips here or something. So
Sport Sheets makes a great under the bed bondage restraint set that I'm like literally like I'm so happy I was just at a sex toy expo. You put them under the bed and they're just straps and they have hooks all the way on them so you can attach things to them. And they're not scary or threatening. They are just big straps.
They're under your bed and you can choose to use them whenever you want. You don't gotta where are those straps as you know, they're already there under your bed.
I mean, I think she has to take the initiative and stop assuming that he's going to.
Exactly. I think she's just afraid that she's going to be rejected.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where's she from again.
John Waters always
say
says
where she's from.
No is always free.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Oh, you know this great wine is called Charles Shaw. Yeah.
$2 Chuck?
Yeah, she should totally bring that
Menace
into the relationship.
He just discovered it.
Menace, really?
Yeah,
That's not such good
Cabernets.
wine.
Oh, just because it's $2 wine, I'll put it in a different bottle and you'll think it's amazing.
That's so not true. But anyway, he's really
Well, that will spice up your
box
relationship.
it for me, please.
Menace's
It's a $6 party. You get 3 bottles of that, you are wasted.
Menace's solution to everything is alcohol, which I don't agree.
Look,
with.
it's a social lubricant, but I also think that, especially with kinky sex, you have to be really careful because if your brain is not functioning at its highest level, you don't feel the right amounts of pain, you don't know what you're doing, and I just think that when it comes to kinkier, I think honestly when it comes to sex, I prefer not to be so drunk because I want to know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Menace, we're working on that him for
get it over
2012.
with.
So I was going to pull some things out from our book here, Hot Sex, Over 200 Things You Can Try Tonight. You can buy it on Amazon, written by Jamye Waxman and Emily Morse.
It's been selling really well from what I understand.
I don't know anything. I talked about
Are all those royalty checks coming in or what?
In a few years.
Oh, we need to talk about, is it going to really be a few years?
It could be. I don't know what the deal, we have to talk about that
Offline.
I love that we're going to be friends in SF. Okay,
Jamie just moved here. We're really excited. So we've got our BDSM page. Not only does a collar look hot as naughty as a success, not only does a collar look hot as a naughty accessory, but you can also grab a leash, hook it to the collar, and take your human playmate for a walk. Who's a good doggy? So we've got some stuff in here about. We'll show
and
you
it
the
should
picture.
be fun. Like,
Should
even when
be
you're
fun.
saying that, I'm
showing you the
thinking,
picture.
ruff, ruff. Like, I would just do that and start laughing because, I'm actually, role play is very hard for me.
Oh, okay.
It
Me
really
too,
is.
a little bit, but I like it. But it's hard. To
I like
initiate.
it, but like once someone initiates it and really gets into it, I can go there. But if they're like, okay, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, you be the master and just you tell me what to do.
Right. No, it is very hard to do. We always talk about that. That it is.
What kind of dog would that person be?
I like to be like a Chihuahua or a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's they look the same.
An Australian herd. What are those shepherd dogs? Like,
yeah.
They herd you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something that I like. Make him wait.
Yes.
One of the joys of bondage is the opportunity to focus on titillating your partner. Menace does not understand teasing. So how do we explain to him that it could actually...
I'm just like, bitch, suck my dick already.
Right.
I do not need to be teased.
If you're like that and it's like waiting longer and longer,
It
you're
feels-
like, oh my God, now bitch, suck my now.
Yeah.
Because you want it
that
so
would be
bad.
cool for 15 seconds. And then I'm like, just get it on. This
wanna
stupid teasing
hire
thing.
someone
But if you want to
for Menace.
get teased, that's fine. I'll tease you all goddamn day long. It's just not
Will
my
you
thing.
really? Like, I love the teasing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that guys tease enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'll tease all day long, Menace.
No, Menace will tease
all day
for like
long.
all 3 minutes long.
All day long, I'll tease you.
As long as the day is 3 minutes.
I'll wave $100 bill in front of you and tease you all day and
Yeah,
say,
because
"Oh,
all women are money whores, exactly. But make him wait the teasing. I think
I'm
that a
so
lot
not
of
a
guys.
money
Have
whore.
you ever teased? Have you teased guys before?
Oh my God, I love teasing.
Right. So how do you tease? Give me an example of one of your teasing mechanisms. How you tease a man.
Even just like
partner.
like talking, like last night I saw the guy I've been dating and we kissed in the parking lot and we went home separately.
Okay.
And then I got home and I was like, oh my God, you should have totally slipped your hand down my pants while we were in the parking lot. I can't stop thinking about it. And it started this conversation like, this is what I would do. And it was a text. We started teasing each other on text.
Right.
And that's really hot to me.
Really hot. And then did he come over eventually, or no? You just ended there.
I can't get him to do that part yet.
No, you just.
He's a
teased him.
workaholic. So, so no, he didn't.
But
But I
teasing can be
masturbated,
text.
so I got
You
off.
got off on the text. See, Menace, you love texting. You could do a texting tease.
yeah, I can do that all day."
Yeah,
Also.
exactly.
That's a good way to tease. So then when you get to your partner at night, you've done all of that for hours, and then you can get
No,
to
they're gonna still want more. They're still. Come on, true or not true?
Depends.
True or not true? What? that men are going to want more.
Even though we text you all day long, getting you all horned up, as they say, you're still going to want to, like...
Do more before you go to Pound Town?
Yeah, like make out and stuff.
Yeah, dude, we're going to make out. Why don't you go down on us? We are going to want a lot more before Pound Town. We're going to need you to stop in... I'm trying to think of something funny that the town before Pound Town.
Humpville.
Foreplayville.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my
Heavy
God.
Pettingville.
We'll have to have a conversation at some point about really good cunnilingus too, because I have to say that like a guy who knows how to use this, I finally have met a tongue that's like a robot tongue. It's like the best thing in the world.
Talk to me about it.
Oh my God. This is so TMI.
Did he just know, or did you have to?
There was a little of both, but mostly he just knows.
Okay, so tell me about this master.
I don't understand. I had 2 orgasms from oral sex in 1 hour, and that's never happened to me.
He went down on you for an hour.
Well, he went down on me. I came, and then we did other things, and then he went down on me again, and I came, and then we did other things.
Oh my God! So what did he do? Because
Well,
I can't tell you. I have a lot of male. Talk to me.
It's a lot. I think you have to honestly like exercise your tongue. Like I think sucking on like taking like a fruit or something like a mango and cutting it in half and just sucking and trying to like to get all of the fruit away from the pit or something like that could be a good way. Strengthening the tongue so you can last for a long time, because I'm not a 2-second,
No. How long
girl.
does it take you typically to have an orgasm during oral sex?
During oral sex, depending on how good it is.
Right.
I mean, it's been from 5 minutes to like an hour.
Damn, an hour?
See? That response.
That is
will
Menace.
not
Menace
make
is like,
me
that's
want
his
it.
biggest nightmare.
Joking, kids.
No. So he does, so is it like, does he flick?
He flicks. He also goes really slow for parts of it. And also, it's not focused on the clit. It's around the clit
right,
for
which
me.
is a big tip for lots of men to go around the clit.
Plus, you have to remember there's a difference. Like I call it, I'm very proud of this phrase I made up, cameralingus. So when you're watching a video and you see cunnilingus, it's called cameralingus because you're seeing tongue. You got to be in there too. And I think a lot of guys think like being away and just like the little flicks can work. But no, get in that pussy.
Right. We were like saying it's like eating a peach. Like you get the juice all over your face. You got to do
and
it.
Practice eating a peach.
Practice eating a peach. That'll be like eating a pussy. We're just saying all the words. We try to be
classy ladies here on Friday, everybody.
Sorry, that's one of my favorite words.
Pussy?
What would your classy word be?
My classy word?
Vagina?
Vagina? No, I don't say. No, I just
What's
say.
What's a classy word?
A classy word
for pussy.
For pussy? No, I say vagina, and she hates it.
No, I don't hate vagina. I just don't. love the word
hey,
vagina.
when I call people vaginas. Like if a guy's being a pussy, I say
he goes, he's a vagina.
He's a
I'm
vagina.
Like, that just doesn't even. Why
it's
call
the same
a vagina?
thing as calling him a
Thing.
pussy. It's funnier when you
not
say
that
vagina.
Funny. It's not that funny.
It
I didn't
is.
laugh
It's
at
hilarious.
all. Okay,
well,
I
you
think
don't
we
get
gotta, we got to wrap
that's
up, which is sad.
So much fun.
now, well, it's happy because it's Freaky Free Friday. But Jamie lives in San Francisco now, so you're going to come back a lot.
I would love to.
And if you want to check out our book, Jamye Waxman, Emily Morse, Hot Sex, and Jamie, tell us how to find you because you're amazing. And where can people find you?
Well, you can find me. Gasm.org is going to be the new site. JamyeWaxman.com. And on Twitter, I'm JAMYE.
Okay, JMYE. And also, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily. Same with Menace. He's White Menace on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. Oh, and I'm Instagram too. Sex with Emily. Just started my Instagram account.
I know. I'm excited.
I think I have one follower, which is White Menace.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Okay. Love you, Jamie. Love you, Menace. Happy weekend. Thanks, everyone, for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. I've been throwing out a few mentions here and there about how I received a Sybian because we were just getting to know each other. I wasn't really ready to get into it. But now I'm ready to spill the beans. This thing will change your sex life. You may think you know all about the Sybian, but forget what you've heard because it's so different from any other sex product you've seen before. In fact, it's so much more than just a sex toy. The Sybian is a full-on sexual experience, one that you can enjoy solo or share with a partner. For one thing, it's the only sex product with a unique mountable design that simulates the feel of riding a partner during woman on top position. And the cool thing about the Sybian is that each woman has the power to customize her own experience every time she uses it and make it work for her. There's a lot of different attachments. There's actually 11. You can get one that's shaped like a penis. You can get one that's for your clitoris. There's a bunch of different attachments to choose from. There is no limit to the ways you can experience a Sybian, and each machine is as unique as the woman riding it. Also, women who have trouble reaching orgasm during intercourse, I know you're out there. You email me every day. Sybian could be the secret to unlocking your orgasmic potential. Repeated rides on the Sybian can train your body to orgasm, making it easier to experience multiple O's and increase sexual response with a partner. And because of the unique design of the Sybian, once you learn how to orgasm with it, you can transfer that experience to sex with your partner. The way you move, you'll be able to figure out what you learned on the Sybian with your partner. Oh, and have I mentioned how hot it will be for your partner to watch you play with it? Here's a testimonial from the Sybian website that says it all. My husband and I have been married for 17 years, and I always thought our sex life was okay, but I didn't get too excited about it. My first time on the Sybian, I can hardly describe the feeling I had. My body just exploded. It was just unreal what happened to me. I soon realized at the age of 38, with the Sybian, I had my first orgasm ever. I've now started having orgasms while making love to my husband, and I have Sybian to thank. Shelly from Texas. To hear what other happy customers have to say about their sex life-changing Sybian, or to order your customized Sybian today, visit Sybian.com. That's SYBIAN.com. As a special treat for our Sex with Emily listeners, you get $75 off your first order with code Emily75. So check out Sybian.com today.